could be your lucky charm. So baby, double down. So baby, double down. I could be your lucky charm. I could be your lucky charm.
Cause you won't look after my wounds. I suppose you will never regret it. I should throw myself out from the roof. Cause you fucking love it when I feel. Cause you won't look after my wounds. I suppose you will never regret it. I should throw myself out from the roof. Cause you fucking love it when I feel. Cause you won't look after my wounds. I suppose you will never regret it. I should throw myself out from the roof. Cause you fucking love it when I feel. Cause you won't look after my wounds. I suppose you will never regret it. I should throw myself out from the roof. Cause you fucking love it when I feel.
When the walls are breaking down, when we're falling with our head on the ground, do you feel it's reaching now? Can you hear the curtains fall? It is searching, it's emerging. We've been waiting for the shadows to raise. On the surface, we are fearless. When we hear it coming, the word is out. feel alright. I don't wanna just forgive you, I just wanna be fine. I'll be waiting for a sign to light up, yeah. And your heart is out of sight. I just wanna feel mine. Hey you, I'm gonna be the one for another one. Hey you, maybe then you'll know that I was never one. I don't wanna see you, I don't wanna fear you tonight. You don't wanna know me, you just wanna make sure you're right. I'm gonna be the one for another one. Maybe then you'll know that I was never one. I'm gonna be the one for another one. I don't wanna feel you tonight. Got me. Got me. Can I hear you? Got me. Got me. Can I hear you? I don't wanna call you. I don't wanna know what you think. I'm the one you go to whenever you feel like you're about to sink. I don't wanna just forget you, but I wanna be fine. I'll be waiting for a sign to light up, yeah. And your heart is out of sight. I just wanna feel mine. Hey you, I could become the one for another one. Hey you, maybe then you'll know that I was never one. I'm gonna be the one for another one. Maybe then you'll know that I was never one. I'm gonna be the one for another one. I don't wanna fear you tonight. Got me. Got me. Yeah, me, got me, got me. Can I hear you? Got me. I don't wanna see you, I don't wanna hear you tonight. I don't wanna fight you, you don't wanna know if I feel alright. You used to stop this world from spinning. Like Superman, you were the only one to find the strength in all that I was dealing with. This life like kryptonite. And if you keep me close, every minute in this hourglass you hold. Oh, 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 and when I fall to the
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Minnesota Røkkr Modern Warfare 2 Command Center. Today, Call of Duty came out, and we're here. We're hyped. We're here to talk about it. Check out everything that Røkkr has going on with their players, creators on their streams, talking about the game. My name is Ashley, aka MiDNiTE, and over here we've got
Mr. Marvel TV, aka Dylan.
Let's go. Dylan, aka Mr. Marvel. You are a creator with Minnesota Røkkr. You do mostly short form, but you've been doing YouTube and everything, grinding the content. Obviously, I used to do that back in the day. I know how much of a grind release day is. So I just want to say I would super appreciate you coming out to Minnesota. We're in Version 1 HQ here in Eagan, Minnesota. Let's go. And today we're going to be vibing out, man. We're going to be popping around some players and creator streams. We have some kind of pre-recorded, decided like tips that we're going to go over.
Absolutely.
And we're just going to kind of, I mean, I could literally sit here and talk COD all day, so I'm just extra excited to hang with you and do this. So let's kind of start with the game. It just came out. We're hyped. We are not playing it right now so that we could talk about it. What do you think of the game so far? It's only been out a day, but I would love to know kind of your first impressions. Is this your year? Is this my year? Is this Røkkr's year?
It's Røkkr's year for sure. I think Call of Duty is finally at a stage where it's going to be back. Cold War was a little bit downhill, and then Vanguard didn't do as well as we'd hoped, and then but Modern Warfare 2 is killer, man. I'm loving it. It's different, the movement meta is kind of gone, but
thank God. I'm too old for that.
It's going to be interesting. We're back to some old school. It feels like old school COD again, which is refreshing.
Yeah, that was kind of my first impression. I haven't been playing a ton of Call of Duty recently, but just I felt like I was in the mud. And at first I was
Agreed,
I was like against that. I was like, let me just be cracked and run around and slide around corners.
We've been doing that for like 3 years, so that's it's tough to get. It's
a welcome change. I do love the movement. What's the meta movement? I've been jumping around corners instead of
that's kind of
slide canceling.
I mean,
is that the move?
I mean, because the bunny hop, they got rid of that. That was meta during the beta was the bunny hop. So
interesting. They put some lead boots in the game. They were like, none of that, dude.
I mean, you still got the dolphin dive, so that's still relevant. That if you're going past an enemy like that and you dolphin dive past them, do a quick turnaround. If you got your sensitivities up pretty high, you can do that. But I think jumping around corners is kind of that's it. Yeah,
that's what I've been doing. A little shoulder peeky, but even that just doesn't feel fast enough.
A lot of pre-aiming and camping going around for sure right now.
I know. And you know what it reminds me of is Call of Duty Ghosts, because that game also had very fast time to kill.
A little underrated in my opinion.
Underrated, but also rated how it should be sometimes. I mean, I did like Call of Duty Ghosts back in the day. I don't think that I like that it followed Black Ops 2, because I thought Black Ops 2 was good.
What hurt, because that's my favorite Call of Duty of all time was Black Ops 2.
That's for me too. Yes. Best COD.
So I think Ghost would have been better if it didn't follow Black Ops 2.
100%.
More well received.
Yeah. I think it got a lot of undue hate. I did play it a ton. But I'd say, I mean, I've only played about 2 hours, and that feels criminal to say, because on Call of Duty release day, I think my longest release day stream was 16 hours on Advanced Warfare. In consecutively. I didn't even take a break really, except to eat a little snack. We got producer Will in the back. What's up, producer Will? But I'm just so excited for COD every year, but there's always that weird period where when it just comes out, I'm like, this is the best of all time.
This felt like old school, go to GameStop at midnight.
Yep.
Release day type
100%.
COD. Vanguard, I never felt that. I don't even remember it being that hype. And then with Cold War, I don't think it was that hype. Modern Warfare 2019 was probably the last time that I remember it even being remotely hype.
I agree. Do you think it's the name staying power of Modern Warfare 2? Everybody knows that. When you think of Call of Duty, to pretty much anybody who's ever played it, they're like, oh yeah, Black Ops or Modern Warfare.
100%. I mean, you got Black Ops 2, and then the original Modern Warfare 2 are arguably the best 2 Call of Duties of all time.
They are. They're in my top 2. And then third is COD 4.
Yeah.
That's where I started.
There you go.
Which COD did you start on?
I started on the original Modern Warfare 2. I didn't play it a lot. That was a summer game for me at a friend's house during the summer.
Oh, cool.
Kind of gaming, but I guess you could say I did start on the original Modern Warfare 2.
Nice. So you're full circle right now.
Full circle right now.
You're okay, it's 12 years later, and we're cracked.
We're cracked, and it's a lot of fun. It's a really cool experience.
That's dope. So later in the show, we're going to be popping around to different Røkkr player and creator streams. We have some interviews that we did with the players, so it'll be really good to hear from the guys directly about the game. Last night, everyone and their grandma who's kind of in the CDL community was playing kickoff tournaments, which was super awesome. And Røkkr actually came away with the dub in one of them.
I mean, we expect nothing less.
Nothing less. And Cammy actually had a viral clip, if you check out the Røkkr Twitter. He got a 1v4 clutch in Search and Destroy against, I think it was Zuma, Tupac, and I can't remember who else. Oh, I think it was Formal, fresh off the Halo chip.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy. So, hey, feeling good about the new squad. We'll get into gameplay and stuff later, but I definitely kind of wanted to see, you know, I admittedly, nobody flamed me for this. I did not play the beta. I was like, I want to be like surprised when the game comes out. I think it like, I love Call of Duty still, and I play it, you know, but I don't play it like I used to, because I just used to play it so much.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll just wait for the full game, and I'm glad I did. What did you think going from the beta to the full game now? Was there a bunch of, you mentioned like the heavy,
there's a lot of good
heavy
changes,
boots?
for sure. Heavy boots. It's going to take a while to get everybody get used to, but the heavy boots, you know, you're moving it, feels like you're moving in mud, but I think it's just goes back to classic COD gameplay. Your pre-aiming corners, those kinds of things. It does get a bit campy, but I think it's just, you know, it's day one. Not everybody's used to it, and so once everybody kind of gets the movement down and a good feel for it, that everybody will hopefully stop camping as much, please. But yeah.
That's the plan. I don't know if it's. I have another confession to make. Directly before the stream, I was actually almost late to sitting down. I wasn't late. I was almost late. I was playing free for all, as I do. I don't know if you know like what I used to play, but I used to do a lot of free for all, a lot of search and destroy, league play, and like sniping.
I love free for all.
Yes, I love it, dude. I just love it, dude. I started in COD 4, and there's nothing better, in my opinion, except for like clutching and search, going into free-for-all and just being better than the 7 other people. Like, there's no, like, oh, you got carried, or, oh, my teammates suck. Like,
literally.
And you know where that came from? It was one of my first multiplayer games. It was COD 4. I was on Overgrown. I still remember this. I'm not that nerdy, guys, but this is how nerdy I am. Nah, I'm a nerd. I'm a big nerd. I think I was on Overgrown COD 4, and people had, like, their mics on, and I had a flat, it was a tube TV, but it was flat. It was one of the better ones. And I could hear them. I didn't even have a headset on, but I could hear them through my TV being like, my gamer tag at the time was PLHS. And they were like, PLHS, you fucking suck. Like, I can't believe, like, dude, you're the reason we lost. Like, why'd you let them camp? And like, whatever.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna go play where nobody can get mad at me, and I can't let anybody down.
Somebody to blame.
Yeah, exactly. So I was the fall guy, went to free for all, and I was ass. But I just got addicted to like the feeling of you know, making sure that I would improve.
Yeah.
What was like your first like I'm bad, but I want to get good, and then you kind of hit a turning point? Do you have one of those?
Probably. So when we got into Black Ops 2, I was in college, and so we everybody in the dorm room, all the football team and stuff, we'd all get together and play zombies.
Nice.
And at that point, we would get into some multiplayer matches every now and then I just wanted to be better than everybody else on my football team, so they couldn't talk crap to me. And so that's kind of just how the probably the competitive stuff started. But I've never actually competed in like a CDL or anything like that. But that, you know, that was kind of the vibes.
Still kind of the competitive itch stuff. We actually have coming up next, we're going to hit it to an interview that I did earlier. So previous version of me sat down with Dylan Attach Price, the longest tenured ROKKR player, I think, of all time at this point. He's been on the team for 3 years. We've just built the roster around him. And I got a chance to sit down with him and chat about Call of Duty, the new team, new COD, everything. And then I think after we're going to check out what he's up to on his stream. So here's the interview with Attach. Please enjoy. All right, here I am with Dylan Attach Price. Thank you, Dylan, for joining us. We really appreciate it. I know it's grind day, so I just appreciate any time you take out to chat. I mean, you've been on the team now this is the 3rd season going into it. All new roster this year around you. You've got Cammy, you've got Bance, you've got Afro. You know, how excited are you to have those guys on the squad with you, and kind of what went into building that team around you, as you're the last remaining player from from the roster 3 years ago. So how are you feeling going into the season, and what was it like getting those three guys on the squad?
No, it feels really good to still be playing for Røkkr. I mean, I love this organization, all the people in it. And of course the supporters as well. They're crazy every single weekend at the watch
We
party
do
on
go
Twitter. We see
crazy.
them.
We
So
show
like
up.
it's just a great environment. And then to be able to get these players on this team like Cammy, Bands, Afro, players of that caliber, it made it easy for me to just want to stay here and build with them on this team. So I'm super excited. Of course, I know how talented they are, and like the things I've heard about them have always been good. But you really don't know people until you like hang out with them for a while. But yeah, ever since we've been together making content or even helping each other move into our new apartments and build up everything and go shopping and do all this stuff, it's been really good to just get to know everyone, and everyone is awesome so far. So it's going great.
That's awesome. Yeah, I heard you guys were helping each other build furniture the other day, kind of getting making sure you're all ready to go for the grind. Who is the worst at building furniture?
Um,
Playfully, of course. You'd never actually
uh,
roast.
I don't know who the worst one is, because like
Was there like a
my
standout?
nah, my apartment took a while to build, honestly, because so me and Dan were mostly working on my apartment because I had like patio furniture, other furniture, and stuff that we were kind of messing up. Um, but like the desk and the chairs that we were able to get pretty easily. So I think everyone's a pretty good builder on the team.
That's awesome. That's hey, and it's even if there is one person that lags, you pick them up. But you guys
Hmm.
all got it down. I'm sure you guys have constructed and deconstructed plenty of gaming setups in your day. What's it like for you? You're obviously a long-term vet in CDL at this point. Obviously, I got to bring it up every interview. It's like obligatory. The youngest Call of Duty champion of all time, even still all this time later. So you've had a tremendous career. What's it been like to obviously you got Bance who comes on who's also a veteran, but what's it like to work with Canby who's still relatively new in the grand scheme, and then Afro kind of just burst onto the CDL pro scene last year. What's it like bringing the new guys up?
I mean, it's really fun to just get to know how they are in game, out of game, and Cam and Marcus being, I guess, the quote unquote younger ones on the team, they are really mature and level headed, it seems. And they know what they need to do. They know, we all know what we need to work on in game, like about ourselves. So, like, everyone just seems like really easy to work with so far and wanting to learn and get better and being in a team environment. So, I mean, I have nothing but good things to say about all of them so far.
Yeah, that's awesome to hear. And you guys won the kickoff tournament, or at least one of them. I'm sure there's like a ton of them, but you won one of the big ones, which is really cool. So you're starting the season off with a dub, which is a great way to debut. What's your first impressions of Modern Warfare 2? I know it's day one. Every time I play Call of Duty on day one, I'm like, this is the best Call of Duty of all time. But I would love to know kind of what you think about the game so far, and are you looking forward to this year and this season?
Yeah, so the time to kill is still very fast, but we were mainly playing search and destroy in the tournament that we won. So we didn't really get to play too much respawn, but a couple of the maps actually do play pretty well for S&D, which I'm pretty excited about. You can have some like you can watch some crosses. You got to use some tacticals and teamwork to really work the map together, which I'm a huge fan of, and I just love that kind of like that aspect of search and destroy. It just makes it so much more fun when it's like super calculated. So the search and destroy is really fun on this map or in this game so far. I'm looking forward to playing respawn though, because I mean that's when we play like the hard point and either control or CTF. I think it's control. I don't know what the third game is for sure yet, but I'm looking forward to start scrimming and then doing all that. But the first couple days, you just play search and destroy tournaments and have a lot of fun.
Nice. And when do like actual scrims start, right? Because the game drops, you're trying to learn, you're playing pubs, you're playing, day one search and destroy tournaments. When do you guys actually start practicing against other CDL teams typically?
Usually it's pretty quick, like 3, 4 days after the game drops, and especially now with the season starting much earlier. Like I think we have our first league match December 2nd, so it's gonna be a pretty quick like turnaround for to find out all the maps, find out all the meta, and everything we need to do to be prepared for these tournaments. But yeah, we're gonna start scrimming probably in a couple days from now.
Nice. And I know it's literally day one, but I'm just so antsy. Has the meta been cracked yet? Cammy was saying that there's so many attachments and so much to absorb at the beginning. What do you notice is like something that people are using quite often? Is there a certain gun, attachment, perk? What are the pros using right now?
Right now, just for the tournaments we're playing, we're seeing a lot of like M4 or the Scar, which is like the Tark 56 or something like that. So M4 Scar for ARs, and then I think it's like the Vesnov or something for SMG, or the MP5. There's so many guns and there's so many different attachments. No one has the meta yet, so we're just gonna have to keep on playing and trying things out to figure it out. Because usually whoever finds out the meta first finds the most success in the beginning of the game. So gotta be testing everything and trying to find the best stuff.
Nice, and I'll be following up with your stream, and I hope you never noticed this, but last year during Vanguard, I couldn't remember the attachments you had on your gun, so I went to your Twitch chat and I did !M4, and I got your M4 class. So if you could update those as soon as possible, that would be incredible for me. I'm
Okay, I
trying to
got you.
learn.
I gotta get on that. I gotta get on that. When I
Yeah.
find the stuff that I like using, I'll definitely update the
Yep.
chat to keep everyone updated and in the know.
Once you know, I'll know because I will be in your Twitch chat waiting for the command to go live and waiting for the class. But hey, Dylan, that's all the time we got time for. I want to let you get back to the game. I know you guys, you grinded last night, you slept a little bit. You said you went for a walk, which I was like, okay, he's a grown man. Like he goes and he does his thing, he lives life.
Yeah.
But yeah, sounds like you're all ready. So I'll let you go. But thanks again for hopping on, and we'll see you on the stream.
See you later. Thank you for
All
having
right.
me.
Thanks, Dylan. And now we are going to hop over to our first host of the pop round, I guess. We're going to check out what Smitsy's doing. Hers been telling right now that she's on the camo grind.
Yes.
Which is something that we all know and love and hate.
It is a lot better this year. I'll put it that.
What's the difference? I actually have
Oh no, I'm more so saying that
give me the tips.
Yeah, so basically it's a lot more simpler. So each level you only have to level up to level 20, at least the M4.
surely you know
And
that
so-
your mic is gonna pick up
and
on the
there's-
game volume.
Once you unlock an actual base camo, it unlocks for every single weapon. And this time, instead of having to go into base, go do the same base camo for every single
my
weapon.
Gosh.
Define base camo. Is that like 50 headshots?
That's kind of nice.
Yeah, so like you see, so it,
50 headshots.
for example,
Oh, I'm dead.
The Uzi looking weapon, I don't remember the name
Yeah.
The Uzi looking weapon, it counts for headshots on my 740.
well, so that's the thing is like when you have one camo is unlockable throughout the whole entire weapon set, and so you
By class.
yes, by class, yeah,
Interesting. Cool, dude. That's
it's a lot, it's a lot easier.
with a full-time job now. That is so nice.
Yes, I'm with you on that. Yeah.
So nice. Yeah, I'm
Like, that guy ate 3
Do you still
bursts.
have to do launchers in the pistol?
Yeah.
How I get out of there this time? But no.
Nope. You gotta do it. But so for like the rocket launcher and your RPGs and your knives, you only have one set of challenges instead of yeah, it's not bad at all. It's super quick.
Sometimes you would have like
camo
the first one
stuff.
you would get, which is horrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and so with that too is that
That'll be coming.
so you only have one set of challenges, and then but it still unlocks it for every single weapon. It doesn't matter what class it is. Yeah.
You want a boost for headshots or anything?
No.
No, okay. I was just gonna check. If anyone in the chat wants to boost with me, hit me up. Just kidding. That'll get you banned.
No, just so fast.
Nah, it's more rewarding to go through and do.
100%.
Which is what Smixy's doing right now. So obviously, guys, Smixy is a content creator for Minnesota Røkkr. She is a Warzone
That's
player. That's mainly
unbelievable.
what she
Hey,
plays.
Zerg.
But Warzone doesn't come out for what, 2 to 3 more
I'm not
weeks.
hating the game.
Warzone 2.
Yeah, and she was one of the ones to get the first ever Warzone 2 win,
She
and with Nick
did.
Merckx. That was
She
awesome.
played at Call of Duty Next with Nick Merckx
Yep.
and I forget who else. I'm the worst. But she was on the squad on LAN, right?
Yep, on
Undefeated
LAN.
on LAN.
Undefeated on
Smixy
LAN.
is.
Very first Warzone win.
It was she got the first Warzone 2 win, so we'll hopefully she keeps that progress going in Warzone 2. But for now, I mean, till that comes out, looks like she's grinding camos. Is this the M4?
This is the M4,
A little hard for
and
me
it
to
only
see.
so you only have 4 camos to unlock for
What?
the M4, the base camos for the M4. I
What?
think there's a total of 100, little more than 180
I will say
base
that, I really
camos.
don't think that
So you have a
is
set of
like
base
for-
camo unlocks for every single weapon.
Can you define a little bit what you mean by base camo versus what are the other camos?
So you have like your tiger stripes and those kinds of things.
Blue tiger's the best one, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You think red or blue?
I'm really enjoying, as far as the new ones go, the solid camos are very, very cool. The matte, you have the matte blues, matte black, all that kind of stuff. And so me and my buddy Apache, we've been really looking forward to that quite a bit.
That's dope. Do you know what what's the universal camo that you get if you do all the camo challenges? What's it called?
All the camos, you have gold, platinum. You have Orion is your ultimate master
Orion,
camo.
so it's like the Damascus, it's the dark matter.
That would be the dark matter version in this, for sure. And then the polyatomic is your would be the Damascus in this game.
Interesting, dude. You're like an expert, bro. I'm at the game now. I'm directing the content over here, so I play call, but I've become the person I became one of the people that yelled at the teammate, or even just if I was playing free for all and some guy's in a corner and he's like putting down a little bouncing Betty, I'm just like, you're pathetic. And then earlier I got a 20 kill streak. I was in a staircase like shaking, like it's wild how you can life's all peaks and valleys anyway. But yeah, man. So does that make the camo grind a lot shorter? Like, are people going to be hitting like what's it called again? Orion's belt?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it makes it any shorter. It does. I guess it would make it a little shorter, but the weapon leveling, like in order to unlock certain base camos, to unlock the challenges for those base camos, you have to level up the weapon. For example, you have a at level 8 you have the first camo unlock, and then level 13 or something like that you have the next camo, and then I think level 18 and then level 20, and so 20 is the max level on the M4.
Interesting. And so that unlocks
get 50
all the
headshots challenges.
And
yeah,
those.
exactly.
Okay.
And honestly, it's just kills at this point. It's not even, you don't even have to hit headshots anymore. It's like it's kills, it's double kills, I think. And then yeah, it's awesome.
Dude, why did they do that? I guess that I will admit
Warzone 2.0 coming out in 2 weeks, maybe. That's probably
that's a good
why.
Point. I got Jared in the chat says, how we doing? We're doing great, man. It's Call of Duty release. We're hype. We're chatting COD. We're doing really well. How are you? Are you guys grinding COD right now? Let us know where you're at. Are you grinding COD? Maybe you're at work. You're just trying to catch what's going on. Definitely let us know what you're doing tonight. Last year for Vanguard, I liked Vanguard for a lot for 3 weeks, and I was grinding camos, and then I got to the pistols and the launchers, and I was like, I just don't have time to do this. So now that it's shorter,
that part definitely is shorter, I would say, for sure.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. What's your go-to gun right now in the game?
I mean, I think everybody's going with the M4 and probably the Lockman sub, which is the MP5, and then you have the MP7. I don't remember the actual name for it. I still call it the MP7 because it's a different name in this game. But then I've seen tons of clips of the SPR as well. There's a quick scope SPR out there that I am trying to get to, but I want to try to get all the camo unlocks done first, kind of thing. So.
Do you do them in order one at a time?
I try to. I'm OCD that way, I think.
Yeah, same. Same. I'm not sure if it's Andres or Anders, but yes. How's y'all's games been? Any super sweats in your games? And then Lucky says hi, Marvel. So
what's up? What's up?
What's up, Lucky? Or Luxky, I'm not sure.
Lucky.
Dude, I played free for all for an hour and a half. My first 5 games were pretty sweaty.
Yeah.
And then I think I hit a skill-based matchmaking.
I wonder if they're testing out your skill in the first couple of games, and then start putting you in the lobbies.
Yeah, they put me in a little noob lobby, and also I did start to get a feel for the game. Mm-hmm. I found was it a P90? I think I found someone's P90. I had 50 bullets in that thing, and I just went on a streak. Man, I was holding down a building. I don't care if I was camping. I'm over 30 now, bro. You got to do what you got to do. But yeah, Jared in the chat, I'm trying to catch up. Unfortunately, can't get the game till tomorrow. I'm still excited. Let's go. We will live vicariously through us and Smixy. We're just talking Call of Duty, watching Smixy, and she's going off. She's doing her thing.
Going off.
I wonder how long it'll take her. During Black Ops 3, I grinded the dark matter camo all on stream. I did the whole thing on stream. So then when I hit it, it was just like, holy cow.
Wow. What is she playing here?
Do I have a most hated
Yeah,
map?
what is she? Is she
Or
doing?
This is Hardpoint.
Hardpoint?
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
Dude, that sounds like the hardest.
As far
game
as
mode
like
to do it
for
in.
weapon XP and stuff like that, you're gonna probably the best. I've heard the best way, at least it's worked out for me, is the best way to get weapon XP right now is playing. Shoot, I'm blanking. Invasion. Yeah. So that's been because there you have like a bunch of bots in there. They put a bunch of bots in there. It's boring, but if you're just camo grinding, Invasion definitely the
Wait, you can
game to
camo
play.
grind against bots?
Yes, yeah, it unlocks in.
Kids these days don't know what I used to have to go through to get the camos, man.
Yep,
Are
it
you
definitely
serious?
works. It definitely works. The bots on there, they give you all do all your challenges there.
Sometimes this
Nice.
gun
sure.
is so good, and sometimes this gun is just horrendous.
Well, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna actually switch over. We love the camo grind, and we'll be looking forward to more tips from you. Sorry, I just got something from production. Do you want to talk about what map is she playing? You want to talk about that while I sort this out?
I'm not sure the name of the. I'm still working on all the names of the maps for sure. This is one of the most least favorite for me, I think, for sure, especially in Invasion. It's it is a cluster. It feels like. I'm not saying it's a bad map. I'm just saying I have not figured it out yet.
Dude, my first game was on that parking lot bridge map where all the cars
The
are on the
single
bridge.
lane?
Yeah, it's horrible. I was like, what is going on, Call of Duty 2022?
Everybody goes down this long hallway. Just throw a grenade down there and kills
Yeah.
5 people at the same time.
Yeah, I just hang out by the spawn and see if I can catch someone.
Exactly.
All right, we will go ahead, and you've actually been working. You've been grinding. Okay, I was in meetings today. I was able to grind a little bit of COD. You've grinded a ton more of this Call of Duty than me. You've been making some tips content, and we've actually got a tip coming up where you talk about the camo grind. So, I mean, we did just discuss it, but if you want like a quick, pointed way to get the tips, Mr. Marvel's got you. Let's check that out, and then we'll go watch Attach and see what he's up to.
Tell myself,
The camo grind in Modern Warfare 2 just got so much easier. Today we just got official news on how the new camo system will work. First, there's 2 different types of camos. Base camos and mastery camos. Base camos are shared across all of your weapons. So if you unlock a solid color on one gun, it's now available on all guns. First, to get a gold camo, your weapon will have to be max level, which is only level 20. You'll need to get kills with the weapon, kills without reloading, double kills, and triple kills. Platinum will be unlocked when you have gold on a minimum number of weapons from each category. Polyatomic will be unlocked when each of the 51 launch weapons has platinum. And you can get the ultimate mastery camo, Orion, when all the mastery camo challenges are completed. Make sure to follow to stay up to date on everything happening with Modern Warfare 2. The camo grind in Modern Warfare 2 just got so much easier. Today we just got official news on how the new camo system will work.
down low. Hey, Captain.
Oh, never mind.
One's top bed, one's middle, one's kitchen. There's 2 kitchen now, 2 kitchen now, 1 top bed.
We have the device.
Wow.
Damn, I
Fucking
shot
hell,
a 3
man.
kill. I didn't know he was on
Ready
the
up for the
belt
next
and
one.
dropped down. They're just sitting in the corner. He's a freebie.
I need to like somewhere else to probably take a trophy. If I've got a sub, like, I'm just can't make a play after. You know what I mean? I'm just stuck.
Search and destroy.
Alright, I'm gonna run up mid.
Yeah, Ben, if you got smoke, you could smoke off the square and run through it.
Around the objective.
If you want.
What,
You know
there?
what I mean?
Square?
Yeah, they're like, smoke it, like, go close right here. Yeah, and then throw smoke and run through it. I'll nade your left side mid.
Basement charming. Close.
Good.
Need that close. Need that close.
Back
One's
up, I stunned it. I'll get you left, okay? I stunned him,
Rob cam, one shot. No aim assist. Absolutely
on bomb,
back.
he's on bomb.
Two.
There's 2, bro. Both. One's close left,
I
one's
got
close
flash.
No. They're not on bomb. One's close left, one's in the square.
Oh, he can wallbang me. No.
We
Final
should try
minute.
insta plan. Nade him up there.
Yeah, one's on the right side of the bomb. Behind him.
Fuck's sake.
Microphone muted.
Cool. Venus, thank you very much for the 16 months, brother. Appreciate you. Appreciate you guys. Box line, 30 for glass spin. Oh my god, they're going rogue.
Microphone activated.
Final 30 seconds. Enemy bomber Alpha.
Good try.
We took a loss there. Let's not
Pete, if you
repeat
didn't
it.
get made weak, you could have just fucking sprinted into the smoke and probably got one.
Spaz with the
Yeah, and
5
then
gifted.
two
Thank you very
close
much,
right, so
Spaz.
it's
I
got no aim
appreciate you.
assist.
Get some sub. I've been in the motherfucking
Yeah.
chat. Let's get it, baby. Thank you so
They
much.
just 4-man that.
Yeah, you could just 4-man that.
Yeah, we
It's
should
not even a
probably
bad
just do
play.
it. Yeah.
4 minutes and we could push our left.
Because no one can pinch. Like they can't get there in time. Like,
Yeah, as long as
by
you
the time we
don't-
get control,
Yeah.
someone can turn around.
Yeah, exactly.
Someone else take a trophy, so I can actually like
Saber 1.
make plays pushing up.
Set a charge on the target and detonate it. Bomb secure.
I don't have it yet.
There you go.
Oh dear.
And then they're close.
Wait, oh, they don't want
One's on left and one's top
Wait,
right.
did you smoke me?
Yeah.
There's 2.
Got naded?
Really?
There's 3.
Two
Oh,
top
bro,
left,
I threw a
top
shit
left.
trophy, bro. What am I doing? You smoked it. Oh. Absolute on the left door.
Someone top bedroom.
Yeah, he's still top bedroom.
1
Still
minute
top bedroom. He's gonna be right
Wallbang
there.
him.
You can make a play with Daddy.
We've secured the bomb.
One could be pinching, bro. Okay. You might be built. I don't know.
Wait, wait,
Set up. I got bombs. Okay.
Oh, he's top
back
bad
is
got me. I just dove too wide. There one's behind us. Fuck. There one's one full pinch us already. One's in our base by.
One's bad 100%. First, pick up the elbow.
One's low.
Pushed it as well. He's back left corridor. He's pushing up towards
30
north.
seconds remain.
Good
Wait,
try.
did I just kill trade him, bro? What the fuck?
Mission compromised. We've been defeated.
Fucking kill trade.
Oh, I fucking hit him first as well, bro.
Good
I swear I
try.
did.
Good try.
Did we have another smoke?
I don't think so.
Or did they? Did
I
they
think
smoke?
that they must have smoked it. They must
What,
have.
they smoked that fucking right?
Yeah, by accident, they must have, because I didn't have one.
Ah, bro. Because I was about hit, but I was like, I couldn't see shit because there was a smoke.
P90 shot. Microphone muted.
Doozy with the 7-3 months. Let's get a Doozy while we're
That's
6
fucking
years.
peak.
So it's just crazy. How's new cot? New cot's
What's
pretty fun. Thank you very much, Doozy. I appreciate you.
I think got extended, didn't it?
Microphone activated.
Yeah, the other 4v4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that one got extended.
Yeah, it's not. We don't even have a match still. 6 minutes until it's.
Yeah. Rest will play all these.
And we are back. We took a little break. We were watching Attach, kicking our feet back, of course. Attach, always good to watch on game release. Now we're going to launch into Fame. And I don't mean like famous. We're going to launch into being... We have a amateur player called Fame on ROKKR. And we're going to be going over to him and seeing what he's doing. I think he's playing like hardpoint pubs right now. Might be playing an S&D tourney. Most people play S&D tourneys. What does this look like?
Jumping up top. Oh shit!
Two back AC.
I'm gonna try to flame
Dang, I forget that they're like not
Okay.
English as a first language.
Yeah.
So they got like
yeah.
the sick accents. Sounds good.
On point.
Oh, on ladder. He's
Oh,
up
they are
top.
playing Search.
I killed one. There's one in the ladder now.
Dang, bro.
Last guy's inside. And
We've
they're
got a guy
all
from
spawned
Spain
left.
here too
Yeah.
on the
From
challengers as
Spain.
well.
Yeah, we got Ria, and they're
Yeah,
actually
Ria.
here in Minnesota, I believe. So I shouldn't say I believe. I literally saw them earlier. But yeah, they're here in Minnesota. They're vibing. They're doing the thing. And it's great to have them, and I mean, having the opportunity to have them here makes it great for content, but also, hopefully gives them, more of an advantage when they're trying to play these tournaments and
100%.
play in the NA region. It's been cool, but this looks like pubs? I'm having I don't have a best feed that I can see. Oh yeah, this is Hardpoint. I can see the scoreboard now. My bad. What's your favorite game mode? Do you have a favorite?
One's already on me new.
I like Search and Destroy. Search and Destroy is classic. When I'm trying to have fun, I play Search and Destroy. When just when I'm camo grinding, I go dom.
I streak the back.
Nice.
Or I go
and I need another
hard point, you know.
There's one guy left hallway.
Domination
free for
tilts
all
me.
is a great
Free
one
roll's
as
the
well,
best.
for sure.
I got like
I admit I
search,
denied
free
that.
for a hard point,
Yeah,
and whatever the third competitive mode is that year. I'm into that. I think for like grinding challenges, hardpoint and dom are good. I just hate dom because I feel like I'm the only idiot in the lobby trying to capture B. Literally, nobody cares but me, and I can't stop myself from carrying. I wish I would. I wish I could.
Too competitive.
Way too competitive.
Yeah. Well, they destroyed this lobby.
I know. I feel bad. Look at the score line. I was like, did they get 100-point club? Yup. 87 points to 250. Yikes. Wait, this. I don't know if this is a pub. Look at how few people are in there.
If this isn't a pub,
some kind of GB match?
Maybe.
Oh, snap.
Someone in hill, so I was just walking around menacingly.
All right. We got it's like he's kind of vibing. He's in between games right now.
B2 hill. They're always gonna spawn.
What do you think? Do you ever play like GBs or anything like that?
I've tried to get into that a little bit more this year, but it's been. I've never been on the competitive side. I've been more creative on the creative side of things, mostly because I don't have time. But,
yeah, I tried to play last year game battles.
Yeah.
And I was getting a feel for it, but like my friends couldn't get on when I could, and then I couldn't get on when they could, and then you just get out grinded there.
Yeah.
And I used to be one of those
100%.
people when I was streaming. I would play GBs quite often, and you keep up with the routes, and but if you can't, it's just like, dude, you have to grind. Yeah, I do love. If I'm gonna like watch Call of Duty, obviously watching CDL is great. But if I'm talking about like a streamer or a creator, I like watching crazy pub gameplays and then search and destroy like game battles and stuff like that. So, one thing that I was wondering is, have you ever been a sniper? Like, have you ever primed
sniping
a sniper?
Sniping is my favorite.
Really?
Yes, but
did we just become best friends?
Yep.
Let's go.
Yeah, I love sniping. Sniping is my thing especially in Warzone. I love doing that. But
that I will say,
I think my first Warzone win back on Verdansk was with the thermal HDR.
Nice.
When that was meta, I think so.
We were popping skulls, dude.
Yeah. Love sniping. Oh no, I'm ready to do the snipers, but that OCDs. I'm doing M4. I'm doing the assault rifles. Then I'll do the SMGs, and I'll go through it like that. But saving the best for last.
Yeah, I usually do. I start with subs, and then I save ARs, and I'll start with subs, do everything else, end on an AR because
100%. That sniping is satisfying.
It is.
In Modern Warfare 2, 100%.
I picked one up off a guy earlier in free for all, and like I had my regular class, and then I killed this sniper. I picked it up, and he didn't have a scope on it or anything, and I was getting a lot of him. I don't know what I picked up. I picked up something that shot only once, and it had a bolt action, but yeah, it was. I just love sniping. It's rewarding. Obviously, when I was in a part of Optic, I joined during like the sniper YouTube craze. So you had like FaZe and Optic back in the day doing little trick shots and feeding, and that's. I don't know. I don't do it much anymore, but I do love it. So shout out to all my snipers out there.
Yeah, for sure.
We're back on board with Smixy. She's doing her camo grind thing. We'll be checking in with all sorts of different players and creators all throughout the stream, depending how quickly they get into matches and how quickly, we can kind of catch up with what's going on. I want to see, I don't know, I guess it depends on the time. It's already almost 8 o'clock, but if we're able to get to like the later rounds of a tournament and see the ROKKR guys play like another set of pros, I think that'd be sick.
Awesome. You're great.
Dude, get a little preview? Man.
Yep, this is it.
This is it. Look at her. That's the camo grind, baby.
This is it.
That's how you do it.
There's nothing against her.
No.
Against her gameplay. That's all you can do now.
Dude, earlier, I mean, that's what I felt like when I was in free for all. It makes me laugh that now knowing that headshots aren't like a part of the challenge set, because I found an AFK guy a couple times and I switched it like out of pure just like what's it called? innate reaction. I just pulled out my secondary and hit him in the head because I was like, this gun's gonna suck to do. I'm gonna get some headshots now, and that actually doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So
get them while you can.
So Ragnar's in the chat. Let's freaking go.
What's up, Ragnar?
Ragnar? You mentioned Marvel streams on Facebook. You're god dang right. Do you stream pretty often? Are you mainly like doing like video on demand stuff, like YouTube and TikTok, or are you mainly streaming, or is it just kind of everything you're hopping on all the lily pads?
I'm focused on YouTube, TikTok, short form content, shorts heavily right now for YouTube. But
it's the way to go.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I guess I technically have to stream per my contract with Facebook, but no, I enjoy streaming. I stream 4 times a week for 2 hours each time.
Nice.
So good way to connect with the community and everything like that.
Dude, is Facebook pretty wild? Like they got their full name there?
Facebook is interesting.
They have aliases?
So yeah. I mean, unless they have a gaming page, yep, they'll have their full name there, which is a big turnoff for a lot of people, which sucks. I mean,
I think like a turnoff for trolling, because like I used to get some pretty crazy stuff said to me on Twitch, and now if like you got your government name and an actual picture of you, there's no way you're talking.
Some people are pretty brave behind that keyboard, regardless.
Does anyone in the Facebook chat have like anime pictures?
I've seen a couple.
Those are the ones you gotta watch out for. It's nothing against anime. I'm just saying people with anime profile pictures are usually talking the most.
Watch anime?
I don't, man. Please, internet, spare me. But I've tried watching. What was the one I tried? Attack on Titan. I started that one. I know that's the most like basic one.
Still getting through that one.
Yeah, I started it and I liked it, but I just have a hard time with like animated series, even if it's not in like the anime style.
Yeah, I'm a big.
I like
My Hero Academia. That's a big one for me. I'm all caught up there, but
I've heard Hunter x Hunter is really good. I don't know. Maybe I'll get into it. I'm gonna kick back.
I don't think I'd get into it either. But I started. I'm loving it.
Sweet. Gotta watch Your Life in April. Your Lie in April? Is that an anime?
I don't know.
That's gotta be.
Really? I haven't seen that one. I have to try it out.
It sounds like an anime title. Dude, yeah, I need to. It's not that I haven't given it a fair shot. It's just that I need like my favorite. Here's an example of what my favorite TV shows are: Breaking Bad.
Love it.
Better Call Saul.
I don't even know who's talking.
Game of Thrones. I know that's like super basic ones. Game of Thrones. I haven't watched the new series yet. Don't.
Fantastic.
If anyone spoils,
Highly
I
recommend.
will smite you off planet Earth, bro. I'll be so mad. But speaking of smiting people off planet Earth, we've got a new player on ROKKR who absolutely beams people off the map in CDL. We've got Afro,
baby. Let's go.
Joining the team, man. Let's go. He's, I think, like the newest up-and-coming player that ROKKR has seen in quite a while. So I'm really excited to see how he does. He just kind of, I mean, he's obviously been competing for a while, but he just kind of had his come up into CDL this past year. So I actually caught up with him earlier for an interview. Let's see what he has to say about joining ROKKR and Modern Warfare 2 in general.
Sweet, let's do it.
And here I am with Marcus, aka Afro, the newest Minnesota ROKKR member. I guess, I mean, technically you and Cammy came on together, but you guys you're still the FNGs until the first event. So we're so excited to have you here though on Minnesota ROKKR. Catch me up quick, right? So off season, there's obviously a ton of player movement. What made you want to come play with Attach, Cammy, and Vance and play for Minnesota ROKKR? What kind of like pulled you towards Minnesota?
Yeah, and the first thing for me was obviously the fact that everybody's in the right roles, right? And obviously everybody's so talented, and I've only heard good things about each one of them. So it was kind of like a no-brainer for me to come here. And I mean, so far, obviously we just played yesterday. The new game came out, and yeah, it's been such fun. And I can't wait for the actual season to start, and yeah, it's going to be great.
Yeah, how do you view like when a new COD releases, right? Because it's familiar every year, but there's still a lot of quirks about the game to learn.
Yeah.
So ahead of the first event, you've got some time. What's kind of the regiment when you get the new game? Like, what are you trying to do? I know S&D tourneys and kickoff tourneys are super popular, but what are you trying to learn first about the game to get an edge?
Obviously, because it's Search and Destroy, I think obviously you want to find the meta, so the best guns, best attachments. So far, we failed. That we have no clue what the best gun or like meta is right now, so we literally have no clue. But yeah, obviously timings on the map, just like little kind of nerd spots on the map, just anything that's going to give you the edge. But yeah, so far we've not succeeded. But yeah, that's literally the only thing that you really need to look out for, like going into a game. Meta and just the maps, just get used to get comfortable on the maps.
Learning the maps. When you're joining a new team, how important is building chemistry right away? What is the number one thing that you're kind of trying to hop on board and just like, is it you guys are down in Dallas, you'll be in Minnesota later this year. You guys were actually just here in Minnesota for Media Day. So kind of what's the vibe with the team been like, and how stoked are you?
Vibe with the team's been great. Always smiling. Everybody seems to be happy. We've had a few team building exercises. I mean, yesterday we were building each other's apartments. I was building the chairs. Ben and Cam were building the tables in everybody's apartments. And even just little things like that, just spending time with the team, regardless if it's meals or just doing stuff together. So, that's what we've done so far. And I think, even like I said, even just small things like that just help. So, yeah, and it showed yesterday, even just in that 44 tournament, everybody just seems to be like comfortable and confident. So, yeah, I can't wait.
Great chemistry right off the rip. The team that builds IKEA furniture together stays together and wins kickoff tourneys, that was awesome to see, man. What's your favorite weapon so far? Do you have one? I know you mentioned like there's so many attachments, so you're not sure what the exact meta is, but do you have a favorite weapon so far?
I think my favorite weapon so far is probably it's either the Scar or the AK-74U, or is it called the Cast-Off? I think it's called the Cast-Off. But yeah, I think I've probably the Cast-Off because it's a sub and it's really, really powerful. So yeah, that's probably my favorite weapon so far. And maybe the Vesnev. I think it's called the Vesnev. It's another sub. It's between those two, or those three, should I say?
Nice. I've been asking the guys so far, what's like your favorite thing about the game, and then probably least favorite thing about the game. So one green thing, one red thing. Where are you at?
I'll start with my least favorite. Least favorite thing. This isn't really a competitive thing. But actually, no, we'll do a competitive thing. My least favorite competitive thing is obviously footsteps are quite loud. So Search and Destroy, it's quite hard to make a play off the rip. And you can kind of predict what people are going to be just because obviously they can't make a play, right? So there's obviously positives and negatives to that, but mainly it is negative. And my favorite thing about the game is honestly the fact that it's a little bit slower this year. It's a bit more tactical, and you get to. It's not just head bash all the time, right? There's no slide cancelling, so it's you can't just chow someone in if you're in a disadvantage and just win the gunfight. You have to be in a good position. That's probably my favorite thing about the game.
Nice. Yeah, that's a good segue to the next question is, the movement mechanics of the past is slide canceling, obviously, and jetpack CODs, you had all the jumping and wall running and everything that was going on there. What do you think, as far as movement, what's the number one thing you could do in this game to get an edge? Or is it really just hold your freaking position, man?
It really is hold your position, and I guess you could probably strafing around the corner, like hugging the wall. I think that's probably the best thing you can do with a sub. With an AR, maybe jump around the corner. But you have to kind of time it perfectly and perfectly jump around the wall. It's really weird how to explain it, but it is weird. It's going to take a lot getting used to. And honestly, the more you get comfortable with the map and what gunfights you can and can't take, I think that's going to be the key this year. Just getting comfortable with the maps and just know what you can jam and you can't jam, especially in these games, because obviously it's quite hard to get out of a sticky situation. Whereas on Vanguard or but yeah, mainly Vanguard, you can just slide cancel away and just move it a million miles an hour. So yeah.
Yeah, I always love a Call of Duty. It takes more tactics and more control rather than just spastic movement. You guys will definitely see me in free for all lobbies tonight, jumping around corners. We'll see how that goes. I will give it a shot. No, in all fairness, though, thank you so much for joining. I won't take up too much more of your time. I know it's release day. You want to get back out there. Go have fun with the guys and learn the game. So excited to watch you play this year, and welcome again to the team. Excited to have you here.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. Got me excited.
Oh shit, I think I better fucking...
Bro, my food's taking the piss. This person's just going round and round.
Yeah, there's a concert on.
Let's get it.
This fucking class might be unreal.
Location updated.
Oh wait, no, I'm on the wrong...
point.
Just fucking idiot. Is it our host now, yeah? It is, right?
Yeah. What was that, only map 1?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can join now, yeah?
Oh, this is annoying.
I'll invite you.
This is so annoying, chat. I think I'm so close.
Microphone activated.
You invited me?
Well, I've invited you, yeah. Fuck off. Don't invite you.
Oh. Fuck off. Prick.
Oi, mate. We were just watching some Benjamin Bants. When did you start? Did you like have an interest in CDL or competitive Call of Duty a while ago, or did that start with CDL?
I've always watched it, but I've never been to a live competition until I was at the ROKKR reverse sweep against Ultra. That was my very first live experience of Call of Duty.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
and then you became a ROKKR fan, and then you became a content creator for ROKKR. Let's go full circle for it, baby. I'm asking that because I was I was chatting to Bance earlier, and he's been a pro for a long time. I remember watching him way back in Modern Warfare 3.
Oh wow!
Which was after the original Modern Warfare 2, but now we're back to Modern Warfare 2. Do you think there will be a Modern Warfare 3?
That'd be cool.
I don't know. Like a second Modern Warfare 3?
That'd be great.
They should just keep... Dude, you know what bothers me, though? Is they just keep, they brought, the characters back to life after fulfilling a storyline. So now we're just in a universe that's, has a different storyline?
They're doing a different storyline.
I'm confused,
If you have played the campaign, I'm not going to spoil it for anybody, but... I enjoyed it quite a bit, and I loved the way that they handled certain things inside of the campaign. A lot of people didn't. A lot of people did. I think it's probably 50-50 right now, but which is better. I think more than we could ask for as far as Call of Duty goes. But I thoroughly enjoyed the campaign. It was the most immersive campaign I played for Call of Duty for sure. So
man, I'm trying to think of the last campaign I played and finished because I started a lot of them.
Yeah,
I think mine was IW, and that one was actually fire. Multiplayer for IW, tough.
Yeah.
Campaign for IW, sick.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one.
And I know Infinity Ward, they go hard with the campaign,
100%.
and it sounds like they've gone hard for multiplayer. This year. I will say, and not to turn it negative. Let's do this because I asked some of the guys this too. What's your number one green flag, number one red flag? So your favorite thing about the game, least favorite thing about the game.
I think if the obviously for this particular game, the green flag is 100% the camo grind. I mean, there's just nothing. That's what everybody wants. Everybody loves to do it, and so I think making that easier is going to allow a lot more people to play, a lot more people to stick with the multiplayer part of things too. I know we've got Warzone 2 coming out here in 2 weeks on November 16th. But I mean, I think if the multiplayer is fun to play, I think a good mix between both is really healthy for Call of Duty. And it's something we haven't experienced it since 2019 for Modern Warfare. So
yeah, I mean, I did really like Modern Warfare in 2019. 100%. I think the issue I had with it were the maps for the most part. Yeah. But keep in mind, very limited sample size, but I did play free for all, and those are pretty quick, right? Yeah, you get through 100%. Those quick. So I played, I would say, 5 or 6 different maps, and I had a couple where I was like, okay, this makes a bunch of sense.
Yeah.
So speaking of making a bunch of sense, keeping attached on Minnesota Røkkr this season. I mean, what else?
100%
The only
thing.
thing that made sense, baby, is keeping Dylan attached. Price, the youngest Call of Duty champion of all time, by the way. His record's still never been broken.
His first name is Dylan.
And his name's Dylan. Yeah, Dylan and Dylan.
Can't go wrong with that.
Shout out to Dylan P and Partnerships, Thunder Hips. That's his name. Thunder Hips and Partnerships. Dylan P. Wait, you know Dylan.
Yeah, I met him IRL here.
Oh, okay.
Obviously for the first time.
Did you know him before that?
Yeah, we were talking a couple
He's one of those guys that knows everybody. Like,
absolutely. He's
if,
awesome.
I swear to God, every new person I meet, they're like, "Oh yeah, I know Dylan." I'm like, "Damn, bro, he's just that dude." He is traveling the world and talking to people. So we've got Attach here. It looks like they're playing Search and Destroy, which is my favorite. I'm trying to figure out who they're playing against. Production, hit us up with that if you got it, who they're playing. But yeah, he's doing what I was doing earlier, for sure.
That's it.
Sitting
This
in
is
that
it right
corner,
here.
baby. They're playing LA Thieves right now. This is what we
Let's go.
wanted. We wanted to
Let's
see some
go.
Røkkr versus another CDL team. Look at that. We're getting kills. Cam, you got a kill. Did you saw the clip of Cammy's 1v4 yesterday?
Yes.
Oh my God, it was
Same.
nuts, bro. They're lined up for him just like the accuracy
This is a
overtime.
little preview of what's going to happen.
Crazy. I hope so.
Yeah.
I sure hope so. And then they got a dub. They wanted.
pressure,
Let's go.
Let's go,
baby. Woo! Let's go,
Bomb site, I think.
dude. Dylan's shirt is so sick. I'm just a stan. I just sound like a stan. I don't even sound like I work here. I'm just definitely a stan. I wonder why they're playing 3v3. Maybe like,
Are they?
what are the other guys doing? I think so. LAT in a 3v3. We got Joshua in the chat says the movement is better for. He's talking about obviously in Modern Warfare 2. The movement is better for realism, and it forces you to move tactically and use your equipment. Speed is no longer key. Takes a lot more thought process to push if necessary, and that's definitely the number one thing I noticed. Is although I do hate or I shouldn't say hate. Dislike a very strong amount the time to kill, because I feel like a low time to kill COD like keeps people in corners, keeps them L triggered and just kind of not really moving around. But what that means is you have to be a lot more tactical with your positioning. Positioning matters way more than
100%.
just flying around a corner.
It is a lot more tactical. I think I'm worried about. I would be worried about it in Warzone. If Warzone is a factor now.
There's no way the time to kill is going to be like
that. Yeah.
Because I feel like the time to kill in Warzone has always been different than multiplayer in a good way, because you got the shields. I guess I wonder what, like, if you have no shields, is your time to kill the same as multiplayer? I wonder.
That's going to be interesting. I think for sure the way they handle that, because right now that's why I think a lot of people are worried about the movement part of things. It's not so much the multiplayer. It's going to be Warzone 2, and if you start getting shot at from the way it looks at it from multiplayer right now, there's no getting away. You're just not going to get away.
I couldn't get away from anyone earlier, but they also couldn't get away from me. Like if I was in a better spot. I did some scummy stuff though earlier. I don't remember what map I was on. It was one with a lot of buildings. That should help you guys out. And it was a fair map because the building had so many up and down entrances and holes. So it was like you couldn't just sit up there.
Right.
But I was. And because you can hear the footsteps so loudly, I just knew I could hear in the Astros. I was like, there's someone coming. It's up this stairwell. And I was just beaming them before they even, like, they knew I was up there. They kept coming, you know how 3-4 is. They keep coming back to like trying to get that revenge kill. And you know, having that positioning felt OP, but not as OP as like slide. I don't know. I guess it depends on what takes more skill. Definitely camping does not take more skill. But if you're talking competitive Call of Duty, search and destroy, hard point, control, you're obviously not going to be sitting in a building just waiting for people to come at you like
absolutely.
My example. But I do think that it'll lend itself well to the competitive environment.
Oh,
at least.
100%. Yeah.
What round are we in here? It's a little hard for me to see. I got a camera in front of the TV. We are in round 2, 3. It's 1-1, baby. I'm kind of down to ride out this map just to see who wins. Does anyone know, production, if this is map 1 or 2 or 3?
Ooh, good shots.
Yeah. That is that guy. Sounds like this is map 1, so...
Map 1 tied up 1-1.
Yep, easy. One thing I wanted to talk to you about is, I'm going to just call it the nuke. I know it's called something else.
MGB.
Yeah. Mother Gall Bomb. Mother God Bomb.
Mother of God
Multi Ganache Bomb.
Yeah.
Mother freaking bomb. I don't know. What does it stand for? Put it in the chat. What does MGB stand for? The nuke in the game.
Yeah, that thing is nuts. I
Mama
saw that
God
on Twitter
bomb.
right
I
before
don't
the
know,
stream
bro.
here.
Yeah, dude, I saw a clip on Twitter of like the animation or I don't know if it's an animation or I guess sequence or cutscene that happens when you get the new or the mother gall bomb. I'm gonna call it that. It reminded me so much of Modern Warfare 2.
Oh,
Just
yeah, for sure.
the cinematics, even a little bit of Modern Warfare 3.
Got skill-based matchmaking now, though, so
Yeah.
once you get that nuke, you won't be getting another one for a while.
Yeah, once you get a nuke, you just get put in lobbies where you get nuked.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
literally how it works. I think
Yeah, I'm down to try and work like a mid.
I don't know if I'll be able to get a nuke. Do you know? Is it 30 kills or 25? Do you know?
25.
25.
Yeah, it's still
Oh,
25.
bro, I almost had it earlier.
I know. I heard you say 20.
I was on a 20 streak in free for all earlier, guys.
Dang.
I think I might have got 1 or 2 streak kills. I'm sure those don't count, or maybe they do.
Right side mid, right side mid.
Dude, if streak kills count and the
Streak kills
camo
don't
grind
count.
is a dang. God. I was gonna say, if they made the camo grind earlier, why not make the nuke easier? But they can't do that because that ends the game. I love that it ends the game. When's the last time a nuke ended the game? It didn't in Modern Warfare 3.
That'd have been Black Ops.
Black
Maybe.
Ops.
So there wasn't one on Modern Warfare 2019, was there?
Nah. God, I can't remember.
Can't remember. It's been a
Chad,
while.
help us up.
Also, never hit it. So
yeah, look at us, noobs. We don't know what happened because we never got
we don't
one.
know. We never experienced.
Sumi said MGB stands for mass guided bomb, which
There you go. That
makes
makes sense.
way more sense than mother gall bomb. What I was saying.
Mother of God.
Mother of God bomb. I mean, I liked the Moab Mother of all bombs. That's maybe why I am thinking
There you
of
go.
Mother
I
and
like that.
Grandma and Gall and I don't know.
I turned to like look at
But hey, we're down one.
by 2.
1-3.
Down by 2
Come
now.
on, Røkkr. We won a tourney yesterday. LA Thieves, I think, yeah, they're one of the rosters that stuck this year.
Yeah.
Obviously, they won champs. They actually won the last 2 tournaments of the year last year, which is, I think, something that's only happened once or twice in Call of Duty history. So that, I mean, props to them. And that's why
Oh,
we're,
look at them.
yeah.
They'll hold hands there.
Yeah, holding hands. Hold on to the jump rope, boys. Hold on to my belt buckle, Timmy. We're going. Oh, they smashed them. See, they're still moving kind of fast.
Yeah, I mean, like,
If you're running with someone, you probably feel so confident. You're like, I'm going to run around every corner. Because there's no shot you're going to...
No.
I mean, actually, it does make it easier at 2-piece. We saw that with the Cammy one before yesterday. Is they kind of had a weird kind of lineup, and you just beam. You hit him in the head. It's like 2 shots,
yeah,
not even.
it's super quick. Dead
Iceman in the
silence,
chat
yeah.
says Modern Warfare 2 2019 nuke ended the game. So there I go, proving that I never got a nuke in that game.
Yep, never got a nuke.
And we didn't know what happened. But that is, I mean, I guess if you get a nuke in Modern Warfare, it ends the game. Any Modern Warfare, except for 3.
Yeah.
Dude, do you remember people getting double Moabs?
Ah,
That was nuts.
ridiculous.
That was nuts. That is the one advantage, I think, maybe, to having it not end the game, is you could get 2. If you got 2 Moabs, and I forget the game mode that people would play for it. Maybe it's just Dom.
Probably Dom.
Probably Ground War Dom. But yeah, dude, that's nuts. Wait, I asked you your green flag. Do you give me a red and a green flag?
I didn't give you a red one, did I?
Shoot.
What's
the worst part of the game so far? And do you think that, you know, they can fix it, overcome it, update it, or...
There's really not much that's bad with it. I mean, TTK maybe. That seems to be the biggest complaint as far as any kind of complaints. I honestly don't have many complaints at all. I mean, I was, you know, it's going to take a while to get used to the movement stuff, and that's just how it's going to have to be. I mean, but as far as complaints go, I think a lot of people are just worried about Warzone 2, honestly.
Yeah, I was gonna kind of ask the elephant in the room, you know, like with the multiplayer just came out right now. You know, Warzone 2 is coming out in a few weeks. These are both huge releases, but just how will they impact one another is something that I'm super interested to see.
I think the weapon leveling is so. The last time Warzone, a good multiplayer, which was obviously Modern Warfare 2019. That's when Warzone released. And I think I think Warzone was so successful because the multiplayer was good.
Yes.
At least decent.
It's a huge part of it.
And so with this being a good multiplayer, as far as we can tell, I mean, I think Warzone 2 will be fine, especially with the weapon leveling. That was a big thing in the past 2 games, was the weapon leveling was, especially in Vanguard, was really, really slow. And so with the weapon leveling being slow, and then the camo grind being really, really long, it was tough for the last 2 games.
Sheesh. Yeah, that makes a ton of sense. But speed of Warzone and just your experiences there, you ran into a kid.
Kids do like to troll. You did bring a clip of it.
Who's
sure.
yeah. Show me the clip. You ran into a big Imagine Dragons fan, so let's check this clip out for Mr. Marvel.
Marvel, you know who sings that thunder? For the thunder.
Oh yeah, I think it's Imagine Dragons.
Imagine Dragons, these balls across your face.
Thunder.
Thunder.
He said what? He said what? Come on, Mr. Marvel.
Noah, that's that kid's name.
Come on, Noah. Noah got your ass, dude.
He did. He got me.
Wait, so did you know that kid, or was just a random kid you got matched
He came
up
in the
with?
stream for a few days, and he was there for a while, and so came and hang out with us, and we do community nights every now and then, and
nice.
He joined, and he had a couple of jokes for me for
dude,
sure.
Legend. You know it's bad and good when the little kid's just absolutely getting you. So I mean, did you get him back? Did you hit him with a ligma
I
or
threw
anything?
him off I threw him into the water on a helicopter, I think.
Oh snap! How'd you do that?
Well, he got in, and I got out.
Ended it. You were like, peace and chicken grease. Well, before we move on to the next little pop around and interview that we've got coming up, I want to tell you guys something about something very important, very hype. The ROKKR Home Series in 2023. We all know about the major events that happen throughout Call of Duty League. I think there's 5 of those this year. But in stages, or I guess, what would you call it? In the major, like 4 and 5 qualifier.
Yeah.
We're actually going to be having in-person events here in Minnesota and the surrounding area for our qualification matches. So that means more in-person events and matches and more opportunities for you to show up and show out for Minnesota ROKKR. Obviously, we do the watch parties. Those are super fun. We're still going to do those. But when it comes time to host our home series, we will most definitely be doing that.
It's good to have land back.
Yes, it is. And what's your, I mean, you shared a little bit earlier, you saw the reverse sweep ROKKR versus Toronto Ultra on land. Is that your favorite, craziest experience at a LAN event?
It's got to be. I mean, yeah, for sure. So far, that was definitely, for my first experience, that tops it all so far. So.
Yeah, that is nuts, dude. I've been to multiple champs, multiple, MLG Anaheims back in the day. Those were always great. Those are my favorites. And then Major 2, obviously, we hosted Major 2 here in Minnesota last year. The crowd was insane. The
crowd's awesome.
That's
what makes everything.
I've never seen anything like it. And all right, nobody judge me, but I did cry. So Optic took the stage. ROKKR took the stage, and it was the first time I ever, other than watching on a broadcast where Optic would travel across to France and play a French team, it was the first time that I heard Optic get booed on land.
That's incredible.
Booed Optic? That's like the Cowboys getting booed. That's crazy,
That's
bro. That never happens.
Except in Philly.
Except in Philly, that is true. That is. I think everyone gets booed in Philly, even Philly if they're not playing right. But yeah, it was the most insane thing I've ever heard. The fact that we've built this team in just over 3 years. It was pretty crazy. So
yeah, I think that's the difference, though. I mean, once you're a part of something, I think it makes it a little bit more personal. For sure.
And I had a unique. Obviously, I was a part of Optic for 9 years. Know those guys super well. Love everyone over there. And then seeing how quickly the Minnesota fans attached to the team here. Attach, is that a pun? That was an accidental pun. You're welcome for that. But having having the fans just be down for us. You know, Minnesota sports fans, we go crazy. I am a crazy Minnesota sports fan. So yeah, having people show up and shout out for, you know, the major events that we've done so far is really awesome. And that's why we're doing these home series. So make sure to check out rokkrtickets.gg. Make sure you get signed up for the pre-sale, because these things are going to go quick. There's not a ton of capacity. They're going to go quick, especially if you want VIP. Get on that. Put it on your Christmas wish list or holiday wish list, and actually just buy them right now, and don't do that.
Absolutely.
Buy them as soon as possible. Anyway, we are going to go check out an interview that I did earlier with Cammy, the god himself. So we will stay tuned. We'll be back after the Cammy interview. We'll see you then. Thank you, future me. I am here with Cammy, brand new Minnesota ROKKR player, bringing the heat this year from Modern Warfare 2. Cammy, welcome to the team. It's so good to meet you. Just got my first chance to like chat with you, say what's up. How have you been? How are you? It's release day. How have things been going?
No, I'm doing good. We're all set up and stuff now. Things are going good. Obviously, we're kick off tourney champions as well. Last night it was a long tourney, 12-hour shift. So yeah, it was nice to get the win on that, and things are looking good so far.
Nice, that's awesome. And I did spot your 1v4. I think it was like Formal, Zuma. I can't remember who else. You definitely kind of posterized already on release night. So when it comes to picking up a new game, like what's the number one tip that you could give to somebody when they're picking up a new Call of Duty? They're trying to get good. They're trying to 1v4 Zuma and crew. What would you tell someone?
I'd just say, like, obviously you want to get as much time in as possible on all the maps. Just figuring out the little crosses and stuff, whatever it may be for S&D. And I think obviously you got to just test what's comfortable for you and the classes. There's a lot of customization this year. So you got to make sure, you know, you've got the right attachments for your AR, if you're a slow player, if you're SMG, if you're a quick player. And yeah, that stuff will go a long way for you.
Nice. I'll write that one down. I used to grind, definitely not to the grind that you do obviously now, but I used to grind on release day, and I haven't this year, so I actually kind of need like what is the best class? You're mainly AR, or what are you mainly like rocking right off the rip when you're kind of have a role on the team? When the game first comes out, do you use everything, or do you only use, you know, what's in that class that you usually use?
No, I kind of like to run both. I'd say, like, if you learn the game as like both at the start, is quite helpful. You don't want to just learn like one row. So obviously I'm a flex, so I got to run both guns anyways. So I do like running the sub at the start, learning like the timings of rushes, wherever it may be, and then obviously you got to go your certain spots where you post up an AR too. So that's like the two. Like, I just switch it up honestly, and just try and learn the like as much as possible with what I can.
Nice. So after obviously you played the beta, you got your hands on the game as soon as you could. You've already won. You've already won a tournament. You're kicking it off. What's a red flag and a green flag? What's, you know, your favorite part about Modern Warfare 2 so far? And then I would like a negative. Like, what is one thing where you're like, I wish this was, you know, different. We'll start with the good.
The good, I'd say I like how the game felt as soon as I got on it. Like, I noticed from the beta to now, it felt, I'm not sure if I was just tripping, but it felt like even like the gun recalls and stuff, like the way the movement felt, like it actually felt really smooth. And I think like I was kind of dreading it a little bit, but I mean, it's fine. It's perfectly fine when I've spawned in. I'd say I'm liking the maps. They're a little bit more simple. Maybe could have a few more, but you know, we don't know what's going to happen. And yeah, I think those are the two things. The game just feels pretty smooth, and the maps for me are like pretty simple, like free lane, not as like chaotic as they were last year. Yeah, I'd say that's my two go-tos. And then for bad things, I'd say there's probably too many attachments. I feel like it's quite hard to figure out what's good at the moment. I mean, people are obviously going to figure out over time, but there's a lot of customization, which I think is a good and a bad thing. Maybe more so a bad thing sometimes, especially the start, just for figuring out the game. I think like it's pretty difficult with how much there's so much stuff. It's just like confusing to wrap your head around, I guess. And I'd say the grenade smoke is something that annoys me a little bit. Like if you nade the floor, your grenade like blows up, and it's sort of like a actual smoke grenade rather than a frag grenade or whatever. So you can like throw a nade, they can't see you because of the dust, and you can cross. So that's probably my two main problems as well.
Nice, yeah. I mean, it's all about learning the new game and figuring out its little quirks, right? Because it's Call of Duty every year. We all know it. It's a pretty easy to grasp, but they also add a lot of different things each year. So you're new player to Minnesota ROKKR this year. You guys are kind of just you're gelling, you're getting your chemistry going. What's the number one thing that you're looking forward to this season with the new squad?
I think playing in front of a new crowd. I've seen good things of the Minnesota crowd. Obviously, I'm super excited to play with the boys again. Just learn, get to meet new people, wherever maybe experience new things, try new food places. I love going out for food here in Dallas or Minnesota, wherever it is. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to the year with pretty much everything. It's just a fresh start, and yeah, I'm super excited for it.
Nice. Well, we'll have people in the chat suggest where you should go out to eat in Minnesota the next time that you're in town. But hey, I won't take much more of your time. I know it's release day. I know you're trying to get on it. I really appreciate you taking the time to chat with us. And obviously, we'll be on the Command Center stream. We'll be checking you out, and we'll be watching your stream. So I hope to see you later, and have a nice rest of your day.
Yeah, thank you. I'll whack my stream on.
Heck yeah, yeah, dude, definitely stream, man. Especially if you're gonna be clutching like that. 1v4s.
Yeah.
Man, it was kind of weird. I had like a side of the game on this monitor and a view on another monitor, so I was looking at my camera, but I couldn't see you. So
Oh, okay.
definitely it was awkward for me. Probably not awkward for you, but
Yeah.
cool. Well, like I said, I won't take much more of your time. You did great. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And yeah, get back out there. Stay hydrated.
Yeah,
Eat
I'm gonna get
food.
some food. I haven't had breakfast yet. Well,
There you
breakfast
go.
it is 5 p.m., but breakfast for me.
Yes. Quick shower, eat, and definitely stay
Yeah.
hydrated. And get up and walk around a little bit sometimes. All right. Anyway.
Yeah.
I'll catch you later. Thanks
Okay,
again.
no problem.
All right.
Bye-bye.
See ya. Bye-bye. Same
Yeah.
vibe as here,
It's
but
like
no snow.
everything but snow.
We've got Attach here. Looks like they're waiting for game. I'm not sure if they won the map won there or not. Where we landed with that. I'm guessing because it's already over. Maybe not. We would have 3-1. But hey, man, what does ROKKR do best? Say it with me, chat. Comeback, reverse sweep, baby. Someone could do it. I believe in it. I do think that as we get into this S&D here, we can hold on. I just got a note from production. Big shouts to Nason. ROKKR is dropping into an S&D shortly against a team that's called Daddy Chill. Do with that info what you will.
Daddy Chill.
Daddy Chill. So I'm guessing we're daddy in the situation, and they want us to chill.
Yeah.
And I just don't think that's possible. Because like I said, we got to turn it up, baby. I do think S&D is just my favorite thing to watch. I heard we're going to watch Bansy's POV, which would be pretty nice.
Cool.
Let's chat, while we wait, let's chat Warzone 2. So, obviously, Warzone's kind of like your main. Would you say, do you play like during the Warzone, I guess Warzone season's always, but as you're grinding content, do you still play multiplayer, or is it mostly Warzone?
The last 2 years, honestly, no. I mean, I'd play it just to level up.
Just to get the guns leveled up.
Camos, but honestly, for Vanguard, I didn't play it much at all.
Vanguard was
it was tough.
It was fun. I loved watching Vanguard, but playing it, I just couldn't do it. No, they have Spectrum camo. Is that what that was? That's what that was called, right?
Yeah.
Let's go. I just got so hyped seeing that.
The camos are sick. Even the base camos are really, really nice.
Yeah, Vance told me he's been grinding camos in pubs when he's not playing in these tournaments, and it's apparent. Now that I know you can get Spectrum, I'm grinding now. I was gonna maybe go out tonight. No. Camo grind. Camo grind. But on Warzone 2, obviously Modern Warfare 2, super anticipated release. I'm very excited about multiplayer. I think, very, very limited time, but first impression was that I liked the game. For Warzone 2, what are some of the new things that you're looking forward to? Is it just new map, new guns? Everyone gets a clean slate stat wise. Like what's
clean slate? That's gonna be nice. I'm looking forward to the new map. Again, we are worried about it considering we watched the alpha being played and things like that. I think a lot of people didn't realize that. they kept saying that it was an alpha, but I don't think they took that to heart. They judged it as a complete game, and it was not complete. So, and it definitely looked that way. And so, I'm just hoping for a good game. I'm just hoping for. Well, I tell you what would be really, really nice is to be rewarded for wins with camos, stuff like that. Those kinds of things. I mean, like treat it like multiplayer. If you get to a certain amount of wins, you get like this, not necessarily Damascus, but you get this sick-looking camo or something like that. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, I do think rewarding winning. I mean, the stats and stuff that you get are great, double kills and all that stuff. But rewarding a dub always feels nice. I think more challenges that get people to do unique things in the game, I think is always welcome for me. I'm a big fan of grinding challenges and whatnot. So with Warzone 2, it's called DMZ. There's like a new mode within it's like a mode within the game of Warzone 2. That's sounds kind of like Escape from Tarkov. Like it's a little bit more of like a hardcore looter shooter.
Yeah, 100%. Get to keep what you find, all those kinds of things, collect.
That's nuts.
That's gonna be cool, and then trading is gonna be a thing. That's gonna be great.
Wait, you can trade? Confirm?
I think it's confirmed.
Do you want a boost? I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
No, don't do that.
I'll give you 1 penny
try that at home.
for. Nah, I'm just being a jokester. But yeah, I wonder if I'm not even going to explain what boosting is. If you know, you know. If you don't, never mind. But yeah, dude, I'm excited because I play a lot of nowadays that I don't play COD as much as I used to. I used to grind COD daily, guys, on my stream, my YouTube, and I loved it.
Yeah.
But you get to a point where you're like, I need to play some other stuff.
Yeah.
And I've been playing Rust, and it's not 1-to-1 Escape to Tarkov by any means. But I've been watching Escape to Tarkov. I think it's fun to watch. And I think that's going to be nice for the Warzone crowd, I think, to get into something that's a bit more grindy rather than just dropping
definitely.
in.
It's going to bridge that gap between a lot of people from Escape from Tarkov do like Warzone, and I've seen a lot of people switch over to Escape from Tarkov too. So I've heard it's not going to be like Escape from Tarkov in a lot of ways.
Yeah, it's not a carbon copy, but it's got some elements,
which is cool. And so I'm excited to. Proximity chat is going to be the thing for sure in that.
That's for sure a thing in Warzone 2 as well.
Yeah. And so to have that in DMZ is going to be really, really nice too. And
that's super cool.
It's a gold mine for content.
Sure. Oh, I'm excited. We are going to jump on over now to a playstyles video. We're going to figure out what is the playstyle. What is a playstyle? Find out in this clip. We'll be back right after this.
I told you there was an SMG in Warzone you could build 3 different ways for 3 different playstyles, and they could all be considered meta. This is the PPSH. Known for its hipfire meta in the past, not only is this hipfire loadout back, but you can choose to use it as a sniper support with a recent buff to the ZAC 300 barrel. Or choose the run and gun loadout and push in on teams camping up in corners and rooms. So whether you like to fire from the hip, need some sniper support, or just want to push anything and everything, the PPSH is a triple threat. Do you need more loadouts? I'm always making fun loadouts like this to use, so make sure you're followed. If I told you there was an SMG in Warzone you could build 3 different ways for 3 different playstyles, and they could all be considered meta. This is the PPSH.
That wasn't too long ago either.
Do you know that you're in the days when you're in the days? Were those the days for Warzone and Rebirth?
No, I think the days were back on Verdansk, before Verdansk 84 for sure.
Yes.
Growl meta.
Ooh, that's when I played. Yeah. That's when I quit. That's I'm just playing.
The Growl was great. I mean,
dude, the Growl was up close, far away.
MP5, MP7s. Yep. So those were the days, and hopefully we get back to them pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm excited to find out, kind of what the meta is with Modern Warfare 2, and then also Warzone 2 when it comes out. Looking at Modern Warfare 2, I was talking with the guys earlier, and we've seen, I think, 3 of the interviews now at this point. But, talking about the meta, it's been 1 day, so I should probably chill. It's not even been 24 hours, but
just play the game.
But I'm like, what's the meta? What do I use? Attach, please tell me.
Yeah.
there's so many attachments for each slot. There's a lot of slots and there's a ton of attachments. And so whatever mix match combo you make, I think it's ultimately a good thing to have that customization because everyone does have a different play style. And the meta sometimes dictates those play styles. But, you know, if you're just looking to log on and you're more of like a run and gunner, like there are attachments for you. If you're more of like a, hey, I'm going to hold this rooftop for 7 hours, you know, we can do that. And so,
well, the custom tweaking of the guns now too is a thing where you can go and on each attachment you can fine tune tool and fine tune those attachments too. So if you don't want to switch to another attachment and you just want to you know, focus on long range or you want to focus on short range on the barrel specifically, you can go and fine tune that and up the fire range. You'll lose some of the control or you'll lose some of the speed on it because it adds weight to it. But if you're adding a lengthy barrel for long range gunfights and things like that, I think that's gonna. I don't know that it's super effective for multiplayer. I haven't really thoroughly tested it yet, but for Warzone, that's going to be really, really fun to try out.
That's going to be wild, dude. I do still think there will be like a certain weapon that is like, meta. Like that's the best one.
Sniping for sure.
So we're going to, one thing, we're going to take a look at a giveaway. It's on the screen and we're giving things away, baby. We're giving away a copy of the game for free. You don't even have to do anything except for go to our Twitter, Minnesota Røkkr. It's ROKKR MN on Twitter. Actually, I think it's just ROKKR now. That's very old school to me. I'm pretty sure it's just ROKKR. Yeah. If you go check out ROKKR on Twitter, you will find a tweet that links to our giveaway that you can sign up for. I think we're also going to spam it in chat right now. Make sure to go enter the giveaway, get signed up, and get a chance to win the free copy of Modern Warfare 2. So that's exciting. Do you want to rig the giveaway or should we just let it happen?
Nah, just let it happen.
Okay, let's say Mr. Marvel knows. Dude, it's 3 copies? Oh my god, bro. You just tripled your chance to win. Go sign up though, guys. We are giving away 3 copies of the game for freezies. Maybe you already have the game and that's good for you. Give it to a friend. Give it to a friend. Give it to your aunt. Who knows? You know, get her on the sticks. Come on, Carol. Let's do this. But, bro, I made myself laugh. I do have an aunt named Carol, so I don't think she would play Call of Duty, but
that would be funny to watch.
You never know. Have you ever tried to teach someone who has no idea what Call of Duty is how to play? Shit is hard.
Back in the day, my wife, yes, but my wife knows how to play now, and so
she's cracked.
We've been a Call of Duty team for a while.
Let's go. Yeah. You guys play Warzone together?
We do, yeah.
That's goals.
That's a lot of fun.
That's amazing. I love that. We've got a meta discussions video coming up. I want to see what the heck is going on with the best loadouts and classes. Obviously, we don't know because the game just came out. Yeah. But we just guessing, baby. We just guessing. Oh, they're winning. 2-0, baby. They're winning against, what is it? Daddy, no?
Daddy,
please.
Daddy.
No, wait. What was Daddy Chill? That was the name. Daddy Chill. Daddy Chill. Don't clip that.
It's fucking hot.
No clips, guys. Come on now.
You should see what happened in my
Let's all be adults here. We got Bans on the screen.
He's got that solid camo on that sniper, I think, that I saw.
So say solid camo. What is that mean? Like,
it's like a matte, just a matte finish over the.
Can you make it any color?
There's several colors to choose from.
They got purple?
Yeah, they do. Bands, why are we using green, bud?
Yeah, what? Hold on. Optic bands? When?
Oh, yeah, see?
Never.
The neon, it's like neon.
Yeah, it's neon. He's like, hey, I'm over here. I did
not
notice
very tactical.
The snipers have some serious glint on them.
They do.
I was playing earlier, and there's no hiding with a sniper, which is kind of nice. I mean, if you're asking, the version of me like 9 years ago, if I thought that was a good idea, hell no.
Doesn't seem like there's much flinch though either.
No, it's good. I mean, admittedly, wasn't using one because I wasn't a level 4 and I didn't have anything unlocked. But there was this guy that was cracked in my free for all game earlier. He was using the sniper, and I could tell like he reminded me of my past self. He was just popping off. He looked like the Exorcist out there. He was spinning around and sniping people, and I was like, "Let's go, dude! Good for you." Good for you. Shout out to the younger generation of snipers.
Dive, no
Keep it
scope. He's
alive.
gone back to the
Vance
bridge.
pushes with a sniper. Not going to judge that. He is the pro player. I am not.
Oh, and they win the round.
And
Let's
we win.
go.
It doesn't even
3-0.
matter. So I wonder, I guess I don't know the format of the tournament at the moment, but it sounds like we did. If we're not playing LA Thieves, that means we must have lost to them. Maybe these are one and done.
One and done.
Or maybe they're in a new tournament. But
Alright, well,
Daddy Chill is
that's weird,
getting
'cause I'm sat here in my
absolutely
fucking
demolished.
apartment and
Yes.
a plane fucking could have
Hey,
just
JP
smashed
in
into my
the
apartment.
chat says Ground
Didn't.
War remains my least favorite mode. LOL. Hard agree.
Yeah,
Screw
that's tough.
Ground War.
It's definitely boring. It's definitely boring.
Well, and I think like, I think it was in Modern Warfare 2 or the one after, where they added like those big modes. I think they're trying to capture some of the Battlefield audience.
Yeah.
It was like 24 v 24. Like that makes me
either.
nauseous, dude. That makes me nauseous. Yo, Røkkr, poll in the chat. Did you sign up for the giveaway? No, but I will right now. I actually should. Wait, can I sign up for the giveaway? I work for Røkkr, so maybe if you'd imagine I won, that would be rigged. That would be rigged. Hope competitive is fun to watch. Dude, I think it will be. I do remember, even though like Ghost was kind of hated at the time, I did enjoy playing it. And that's, I keep saying Ghost because this is the game, like TTK wise, that I equate to Ghost. The movement in that was, I think, a lot more crazy than in this game. But I remember COD Ghost had. Dang.
Oh, it's the one though.
They're not trying at all.
They're not. They don't look like this. They look like
They're really trolling, bro. They are
I'm just gonna go the
trolling.
whole thing without getting a kill. Fuck it. It's
But yeah, I think competitive on this game is going to be great because it's a lot more
Yeah, fuck it.
tactical.
I'm
You
gonna
know,
run
you've got. You don't got the cracked movement. I'll be interested to see teams like FaZe, who are kind of known for their insane movement, or even players like Shotzi or Illy, who are known for their insane
Shotzi for
movement.
sure. Like that's gonna be interesting.
And did you see the clip of him from the beta?
Well, the beta, yeah, he figured out how to slide cancel. I think he's one of the first ones to do it, and so
They patched it?
they patched it.
Did they really?
Oh yeah, it's gone. Yeah, there's no slide. That's what I'm saying. There's no meta movement right now except for jumping around corners. That's
Jumping
it.
around. Hey, as a 33-year-old woman, that's perfect for me. I am not 23-year-old MiDNiTE anymore, man. I was drop shot. I was the cracked kid back
for
in
sure.
my day. But hey, I love it. Do you ever miss the crazy weirdness of Black Ops 4?
I was not a fan of Black Ops 4
Really?
at all. Yeah, I
What
took
about
a
Black
break.
Ops 3?
That was my only break from Call of Duty.
No shot.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy it. Blackout, I think, was a little.
I love the Blackout.
Yeah, so I didn't like Blackout, but I honestly had never
I
played.
thought we were best
Well,
friends.
yeah, I didn't
That's
ever
crazy.
play a battle royale before.
Oh, okay.
And so-
I played H1Z1,
Yeah,
so I was already in it.
If I had like going back now, I think I would thoroughly enjoy Blackout.
I am
for sure.
Blackout was awesome. Blackout was ahead of its time. If they had,
Yes.
I'm no
Yeah,
scope
exactly.
ready.
the one thing I
5,
don't like about
4, 3,
Warzone
2, 1.
is
Never mind then.
jumping in, getting a few kills, buying your loadie in like 3
I'm
minutes.
full some.
I don't like that. I like, you gotta find the shit, you gotta grind it, you gotta get the kills to get the shit.
Yeah,
You don't just
that's
like
gonna be, and maybe
grab
that's how it's gonna
money and
be
then
now.
your team pulls it together and then you get a loadie and it's, I hate that, man. I know that makes me sound like a filthy casual, but I just,
Well, you are casual now, right?
I am, bro. Don't say that to me, though.
So sorry.
That's crazy. No, I'm just kidding. I really am, though. I am, man. I don't like the vibe of just everyone has their loadout right away.
Yeah, that's.
I do like the fight. It's very like, that's what a BR is to me, is like fighting for the loot.
For sure. I think and with the where the movement is now, I think that's probably how it's going to be for Warzone 2. So
True.
we'll see how,
I
see how
just
it turns out.
cracked, finding, running up in the granny houses and
Right.
grabbing the money, getting a kill, and then you have enough money for the loadie.
Were you a Rebirth?
I did
Or
like
map?
Rebirth.
Yeah.
I actually didn't like the original
360 for the
Rebirth. I was
ends.
so
I thought that was
frustrated with
gonna
the
be a-
idea of somebody
a nice
respawning. Like, maybe I'm just a hardcore BR player, but like, I don't want you to respawn.
Yeah.
I don't want you to have your stuff right away. You gotta earn it, baby.
Yeah.
But it is
I'm a bit
fun. I
disappointed
do,
in you lot then.
I
play
like
with friends, it's
Resurgence. I
fun.
think
Yeah.
I think it was a really, really good mix between big BR gameplay and multiplayer, and so I think that's what clicked with everybody so well. But there's a Resurgence mode confirmed for 2023, and so we'll see how it goes.
They're doing everything, man. They got all the modes. No matter what type of player you are, you're gonna play this game.
We'll see how
got my
Warzone 2
ass.
is, the big map, but I hope they double down on the Resurgence stuff. We'll
Yeah,
see how
for
it
sure.
goes.
I like watching the competitive tournaments on Resurgence as well.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun.
Yeah. JP in the chat says, I wish you could pick up attachments in Warzone, not just, here's my meta loadout, it just dropped from the sky. JP and I are on the same island right now. We are
that's a lot
vibing.
like Blackout for sure. I mean, but I think what made Warzone so different was the loadouts.
It did.
Because
it was the good part. It was for me, it was the best part and then the worst part.
If you're picking up attachments and things like that to add to your weapon, I think it's a little too much like Apex. And
it's too much dip on the chip right there.
Yeah.
It's too much. Speaking of too much dip on the chip, ROKKR is absolutely annihilating in this S&D right now. They are playing Daddy Chill, and Daddy has no chill in this game.
None. Daddy Bance.
Who's the most? I was gonna say, who's the most daddy player on ROKKR?
It's gotta be Bance.
It's gotta be Bance. The vets. One of the vets. After this, we're gonna actually jump over to a chat that I had with Bance, which was cool. I did not refer to him as daddy at any point. I would never do that.
That'd be weird,
that is
but that's okay.
Terribly weird. But now, guys, context. They're playing a team called Daddy Chill. Bance has no chill. Put it all together. Oh, snap. Something happened there. That looked like me. That looked like...
Dang.
Hey, man, they're just warming up.
They got to pull... God, they're clapping for him.
No disrespect to Daddy Chill, but I just don't think that they were, like, trying.
I don't think they weren't ready.
They're just vibing. They're just vibing. Let's pop over to the interview that I did with Bance earlier. It was great to sit down and chat with him. Let's learn more about him, his time on the team so far, and his excitement for Modern Warfare 2.
With a breadstick.
Thank you, future Ashley. This is past Ashley interviewing Benjamin Bance. Probably one of my favorite names in CDL, honestly, Bance. How'd you come up with that, by the way? Where'd you get the name from?
It's my last name. It's not very creative, is it? Yeah, it's not very creative. I wish it was.
I didn't mean to sound disappointed just now. I really didn't. Now that is still a really cool name though, Benjamin. I just said that was a cool gamer tag, and I found out it was your real name, and I was somehow let down. That's actually super dope.
Yeah.
Imagine my last name was MiDNiTE. That'd be so. No,
that would be pretty cool.
We won't do that, but hey, thanks for taking the time on release day to chat with me. I just kind of want to see how things have been going. Obviously, it's literally day one. You guys played day 0, I guess, overnight as the game came out. We had crazy 1v4 clutches from Cammy. We had a win in a kickoff tournament. That is nutty. So I guess I'll leave it open to you. Like, how are you feeling so far with the new team, new game? What's the vibes right now?
The vibes are good, honestly. You wouldn't think we've only just like met with each other and been like together in person for about a week. Like the vibes are actually insane. We're always wanting to do stuff. We've been out for meals together. We've been gym together. Like me, Dill, Afro. Like so, the vibes are really good. Obviously, and then adding a little kickoff tourney win, just only elevates that.
Yeah, that'll get you going right away. I mean, and too, like, I want to get your perspective because you've been a long time CDL vet. I remember watching you back in Modern Warfare 3. I can't remember for the life of me the team that you were on, but the first time I saw your name, I think, was in Modern Warfare 3 during all those online tournaments. And so you've been around, Attach has been around, and you've got, obviously Afro, who's super young, super new player. Cammy's really established himself in the last couple years, but is still a relatively new player. So what do you make of the makeup of the team where you got kind of 2 savvy vets, 2 kind of young gunners? What's the way to kind of get these guys to progress over their career?
Yeah, I feel like we've got a good mix of players. When it comes to roles, but also like vibes wise, everyone complements each other very well. And I just hope, obviously, Dill, this is probably the first time in a long time that I'm not the veteran of the team. Someone's actually done more than me. And it's good because I really want to learn off Dill. He's won a world championship. I'm yet to do so. I keep failing at the final hurdle. So hopefully he can teach not only Cam and Afro, who are new in the scene, kind of, but me, myself. But it's just to pass down information, and make sure they don't make the same mistakes as probably me and Dill have done in the past, and what to do and what not to do. Guide them the right way.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think once you have the experience, you're able to to kind of help the new people, figure out what's the best routine, what's the fastest way to learn and build it. And especially when you've played as long as you have, you play with so many different players and on different teams, you kind of hopefully at this point know like, okay, like this is a new team, here's how we integrate. And it sounds like you guys are doing a good job of that inside the game and outside the game. I did hear that you guys were helping each other build furniture the other day, which I think is so cool.
Yeah.
The content person in me is like, please tell me someone filmed that or at least got a quick Insta story out. But yeah, that's type of stuff is awesome, man. So let's get into some Modern Warfare 2 questions. Quick take from you. You grind COD every year. You've obviously been playing it a long time. What's the mark of a good Call of Duty to you right when the game comes out? And do you think that impression is something that lasts over a long period of time? Like, have there been Call of Duties where like this game is awesome, and then 3 months later you're like, this one's tough. How do you feel about this year's COD?
I'm feeling confident, you know. I think for me, when I play, it's obviously for game release, it's the amount of content, you know, and there's a lot of things to do on this COD when it comes to all the guns. It's a different way of unlocking guns this year and attachments, so I feel like it's a bit of a grind, which I love. I love the camo grinds or stuff like that. So I feel like off the bat, it's how much content there is, what you can do, and that's it really. And then the competitive side of me waits till a week down the line to actually assess that.
Got it. Yeah, that makes sense. So you're just kind of learning the maps, seeing how to level up the quickest. What is your favorite way to like unlock camos? Is it just hop into pubs, hardpoint, or what do you play to unlock your camos the fastest?
Yeah, I just play Hardpoint. Obviously, there's the game mode we'll be playing, so I think like why not just play a little bit extra, like learn the rotations just by playing public matches. See what you can push out, what you can't push out, really. Then you know, just as I'm playing it so much, eventually I'm going to unlock everything. So just have some fun with it.
Nice. I will avoid that game mode. I will not get in your way in hardpoint. I'm a free for all person. I love free for all. That's my favorite game mode to grind on Call of Duty. But hey, one last thing before I let you go, I'll let you get back to your day. What's your favorite map so far? Do you have a favorite?
Oh, favorite map. I don't even know what they're all called. I can tell you what my worst map is that I don't really enjoy.
We'll go with that. Let's go with the worst one.
The one I'm not enjoying myself is the bridge with all the cars. There's too many cars. Too many cars.
My first game was on that map, and I was like, okay, this can't be it this year, right?
Yeah, you're like, oh no, please, they gotta be better. But yeah, that's probably the only map where I've spawned in. I'm like, I don't like this. The rest, I'm not too. I kind of enjoy.
Yeah, I think the other ones are a lot more simple. They always have to add a weird one, I feel,
Yeah,
every year.
always.
So. All right, well, I'll let you get back to it. I know you guys are on the grind. We'll be stopping by your stream, and we'll catch you then. Thank you so much for the time again, Bance, and we'll see you this year playing for Minnesota ROKKR. Let's freaking go, baby.
Let's get it. Thank you for having me.
It was awesome to discuss with Bance, get a feel for where he was at. Obviously, he was at Dallas, which is around the area you're from, which is super cool. Texas. They go wild, dude. One thing, the food does go wild in Texas.
It is so good.
It's OP, and Minnesota's got some spots. There's some gems.
And we ate over here last night. That was really, really good.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. That place is one of my favorites, which is why I was even more mad that I missed it because I was like, dude, that's my spot.
It was good.
They have good drinks too. But yeah, have you ever had a tater tot hot dish or heard of it?
Tater tot hot dish?
You never heard of that?
I don't think so.
What? Chat. Let's tell them what it is. All right, it's like a casserole dish.
Okay.
You got like just this part sounds nasty, but just trust. You like cream of chicken or cream of mushroom soup usually.
Ooh.
Some veggies like green beans, some carrots, corn sometimes, and then you put that in the dish. You mix it all up. You put tater tots over it, and you put it in the oven, and you put some cheese on it. It's fire.
I'm not gonna knock it till I try it. I think.
Trust me, a lot of like Midwestern or Minnesotan food sounds like what, but it's really, this keep us warm in the winter, man. We gotta stay warm.
I'll try it.
Stay warm around here. But speaking of staying warm, who's staying warm right now is Blast. That's who we're on with. Blast,
They just destroyed whatever team they were playing.
Yeah, he absolutely demolished. He's playing with Decimate, and I'm not sure who else. I didn't catch the names yet. But so Blast was a content creator for Warzone for Røkkr, and I say was because this is an update. We're gonna interview him tomorrow and get some more info. But like, he is moving to more of like a multiplayer side of things for Røkkr. He's going to be competing in challengers with a team.
Awesome.
Not a Røkkr challengers team, but he's gonna be competing with some old friends, some old pros that he knows, and he wants to dedicate himself to multiplayer and going pro in Modern Warfare 2. Awesome. Which I mean, hey, follow your dreams, kids. Blast, he'll do it. So I'm sure he'll still play Warzone here and there. Maybe he'll even make a return one day because Warzone sounds like it's always going to be there. But he's taken the opportunity to compete. I know he just got done moving, and he's super stoked. I actually just talked to him on the phone the other day, and he's super excited to get into the Modern Warfare 2 gameplay grind, which means along with the tips and tricks that you're providing, we'll have Blast kind of more on the competitive side of things, showing you some post plant setup, showing you some really cool classes and everything. So we are going to be just super stoked to have Blast still on board. I think he's great. If you guys ever watch the videos over on the Version 1 YouTube channel, he's in those like IRL videos that we do with our content creators here, and he is the funniest person ever. Don't tell him I said that, he can't know, but he is hilarious. So he's also cracked to Call of Duty. So if you want a funny guy who's cracked to Call of Duty, definitely check out Blast. Big shouts out to my boy. We're gonna do another TikTok here soon. Do you want to? All I have here is censor proposal. Do you want to give some context to that before we jump into that thing?
I think we.
Or is there no context needed?
I don't think we needed context.
All right, I'm down to. Let's go in blind. Let's check out the next clip, man. Let's check out the next short clip here. It's called censor proposal. Anything with censor in it, I love.
Between Nadia's cheating accusations and the whole Call of Duty community getting trolled into watching a 10-minute video of Sensor ride a jet ski and then proposing to Nadia,
it was awkward for sure.
I'm just out here trying to have a good time. There he is. Oh!
How the heck did you get that chick up there, man?
I don't know.
Strung up from the wrist on your
glitches.
Some like weird serial killer stuff going on. That makes me excited for what glitches are going to be in Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2. Because I mean,
there's no telling.
They play test these games for years, and they still never find some of these things. And I love discovering stuff like that in the game, and it's my favorite.
As long as Ricochet works,
yes,
we'll be all right.
Yes, exactly. Man, before Ricochet was a thing, Call of Duty was hard. You go into hardcore mode with an RPG.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I got trolled. Insane. I got trolled so bad. We've got some chat discussion going on here. Ooh, you guys, everyone in the chat, Alia, come together. Come here. Group up. We're going to do some polls. Question number 1. I want you guys to vote. Will the M4 be meta? Answer in the chat. I'm actually going to answer. It's the only AR I've used, so I'm going to say yes. It's my meta right now. What do you guys think? Is the M4 going to be meta? It has to be, right?
I don't know. There's a lot of good weapons out there right now.
It's true. What's
got battle rifles now? So
what the heck's a battle rifle? Like a 3-burster?
No, it's one shot. Kind of. I want to say kind of like DMR.
What they used to call marksman rifle?
No. There's still marksman rifles like the MK2.
They just keep adding rifles, man.
But
what's the difference?
No new Car 98. So that's gonna be interesting.
What?
It's gonna be a SPR and MK2, I guess. But I don't know. M4 maybe.
M4 is my meta because it's the only AR I have unlocked right now. We've got a message that Sumi says AK is better in my opinion. I have heard the AK is really good.
I have heard the AK is good too.
I wonder if it bounces like it did back in the day. If it's still crazy.
Yeah, the recoil is tough.
Especially on the AK, but hey, that's what makes it feel cool. All right. I think, it's about 9 o'clock. We've been going for 2 hours. it's not that I'm tired, and it's not that I don't want to be
I
here.
gotta get back to the grind.
Exactly. I want to go play the game, baby. I want to go play the game. But I'll tell you what, guys, we are going to be back tomorrow. Make sure to follow the Røkkr Twitter to see a time. I think it's going to be in the evening time. I'm not sure if we have an exact time just yet of when we'll be live tomorrow. But we will be live again tomorrow. Pop it around. 7 o'clock. Production just said I'm misinformed. We do know the time. It's 7 p.m. Central. We'll see you guys back here. 7 Central. Yep. 7 p.m. live and direct. Us again here.
Beautiful.
Vibing. It'll be a good time. Make sure to check us out again tomorrow. Make sure to subscribe to the Røkkr YouTube if you're not already. And other than that, man, good vibes. Hey, good first show, man. Let's go. Let's go. We're going to go Rats Cod. We'll be back tomorrow, and I'm sure I'll have a lot more takes once I have more than the M4 unlocked, and it'll be great.
Yes, I'll have more than the M4 unlocked.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for watching. We'll catch you tomorrow. See you later.